All right, and here we have fight number 4 coming out.
If you can put your hands together, I'm going to give our blue corner the time to come out, Jackson Hayward. If you're here for Jackson, let us know. Let him know.
So here we have Jackson Hayward coming out next, fighting out of Ignite on the Sunshine Coast. Aaron, I'm going to throw it over to you. I believe you know Jackson a little bit.
Yes, I have had the pleasure of training with Jackson a few times now, as I do train at Ignite very regularly. He is somebody that should be praised very, very highly. He is a man who will take any fighter, any place, any time, and anyone. He is somebody who is a fantastic role model for future fighters at his gym and for his future peers. For somebody willing to take on his opponent. What's great about Jackson is he's taking on his next opponent, who is at heavyweight. He is a middleweight fighter taking on a heavyweight fighter. I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen, you know how difficult that is, versing a person who is 30 to 40 kilos heavier than yourself. But Jackson here is a true man and a true fighter at heart and will take on anybody. This is something that I am very keen to watch and very excited to see what happens.
Yeah, and obviously I had a chat with him back in the cage as well. So obviously we focus on some boxing.
Jackson,
he does come from a Taekwondo background as well, and he's been working on his range control.
And let's get this match cracking with the red corner, Robert Naera.
Naera fighting out of Tribal MMA. With a shout out to
Robert,
Lionheart Fight Club as well. So he's walking in the cage at 112 kilos. He is a big, big boy. And you called out Jackson before around having a good heart here in terms of wanting to take on any fighter anywhere. He certainly has a challenge on his hands with Robert coming up now.
Yeah. This wasn't the case of any fighter missing weight or anything like that. What happened was a fighter had to pull out, and this fight was arranged on short notice. Both these men are to be commended on their approach, and they're fantastic. A little death stare happening just there. That was beautiful to watch from fight.
Yeah, certainly saw the whole acknowledgement. I'm not backing down here, mate. So good to see. And that's the other point as well. You need a dance partner. And we called out Jackson before. Weighing in at 88 kilos, fighting against Robert at 112 kilos. There is certainly going to be a weight advantage here. But what I'm expecting to see here from Jackson is being able to use that speed and movement. Plus, we also know he fights from Ignite, who are no slouches in the ground and pound and cage work scenarios.
Yes, what I think I'll be looking forward to seeing is how Jackson here approaches this fight, and we'll see if he's trying to use his speed to try and tire out Robert here, as he's much, much bigger.
And Robert's not a little boy, is he?
No,
he's a very big boy.
He looks very big.
Good. Get pumped. The boys are here to throw down. This is fight number 4. We have a heavyweight bout here. And let's get into it in the blue corner. Fighting out of Ignite, weighing in at 88 kilograms, Mr. Jackson Hayward! And not to be outdone, standing across from him in the red corner, training out of Tribal MMA, weighing in at 112 kilograms, Robert Naera! Get ready to go wild, guys. Give them all your love and let the leather fly.
So you can see them wearing shin pads. We have a C-class fight here, which means no knees to the head and also no strikes to the head on the ground of the opponent.
Yes. I don't think Robert here is looking to take him down though.
Looking for the strikes.
Yes. I think he's very confident in his ability for this striking exchange due to his size.
He's got a beautiful front kick. That rear front kick's coming straight up the middle as well.
Oh, that already looks like it's already painful there for Jackson.
Nice little switch to stances. He's certainly dialed in.
Oh, very nice 2 body punches there. Very good here. Jackson just poking away at his heavyweight opponent here.
And you can see the range control that Jackson's been working on as well.
Yes.
So Haymaker Hayward.
He just can't get too cocky in his approach and leave himself open there. He needs to just try and pick them apart this early stage and let him wear himself out so he can stop this big punches coming at him.
And you see this is Jackson's doing a really good job on that cage control at this stage. But Rob is such a big unit to keep up against there.
I'm really liking these front kicks that Jackson's poking in there, working the body shots right there.
But having a bit of a conversation in the middle there as well.
Yeah, so it looked like that Jackson may have poked him in the eye a little bit.
That front kick is certainly finding a home.
Yes.
As is that low kick by Robert.
It is. He's landed it about 4 or 5 times now.
Oh, huge right.
These boys are just relying on their head movement just to get away from these punches here. I would like them to keep their hands up a little bit higher just to block some of these punches.
As the fight wears on, that the cardio is going to toll on them a little bit, and some of those strikes are going to land. But the boys are certainly throwing everything at it at this stage.
Yes.
Almost looks like Robert's looking to counter anything that Jackson throws at him.
Yes, he's trying to let him draw him in a little bit so he can get those good haymakers in, as Jackson is the quicker, lighter man here. Oh, very nice right there from Jackson.
He's got those jab crosses going.
Oh, beautiful shots here from Robert. Nice and smart decision there to body clinch there from Jackson.
Nice to see that duck under.
Good work. Very nice first round from both fighters there. I really like Jackson moving around, using his light frame to poke at his bigger framed opponent there to try and gas him out and move there. Very smart decision there, and from his coaches from Ignite. Good approach there from Robert as well, waiting for Jackson to come in so he could land those big power punches there. It does look like they are both tired though, as it is very difficult to fight both of these opponents.
Will be interesting to see what the volume's like coming into round 2 and round 3 if we get there. You never know what's going to happen in a heavyweight bout though.
Yeah, remember these are big bodies, and the matchup was quite late. It's certainly going to be testing the cardio here.
It was late, however, Jackson was preparing for a fight with somebody else for this card. I'm not sure about Robert, so I do know that Jackson here is ready for a fight. That low kick is very beautiful, and a very good decision there from the young fighter there at Tribal MMA. Oh, good body kick there as well.
And one of the reasons that's working is Jackson's got a very taekwondo stance, which has that lead leg out very far. It's just enough though, while Robert can't get the punch off, he can certainly get that kick on that lead leg.
Yes, especially the little short calf kick is very hard to read and very easy and quick as a fighter. Here's a nice good takedown attempt from the heavyweight. Oh,
he almost rolled it in. He's got a guillotine in there. We can see the top of the head, so his head's going to pop out. Remember, it's a C-class fight, so only strikes to the ground, to the torso.
Now this is where Robert can really use his weight to weigh down on Jackson here and use all of his weight.
Still ground.
And he just let him up there because he felt the dangers of Jackson's guard game right there. He felt the dangers from Ignite's beautiful, beautiful game plans of attack from their back.
And he was opening up for that triangle as well. But he listened to his corner in terms of stepping back and not engaging in the grappling game.
Oh, we got really good pokes here from Jackson.
Big takedown.
Got that guillotine in place.
He thinks he's gone. He's squeezing hard.
Nah,
but he
didn't
got
quite
it
get
out.
it. And on that piece, if you can see the back of the neck, there's a good chance they're escaping. I really like the fact that he aborted that guillotine pretty quickly. But now he's in his own corner, so he's got his own coaches telling him what to do.
That's very true. One thing I do like about Jackson is I see that he is very, very active off his back. He is looking for attacks all the time. He isn't just laying there not doing anything. He is looking to attack and looking to improve position. That is something that's beautiful to see. The only thing I'd like to see is him get up really quick from that position there. That could be dangerous for his future fights.
The other thing on that piece that people don't realize is you can actually attack them when they're stepping back as well in terms of takedowns or legs.
Yes.
Hold him there, pressure. Don't take him down. Just hold him. Buy some control. Stay there, Rob.
As we come into the last 25 seconds, we've seen him throw a whole bunch of different looks at him here.
Stay. Take him down. Stay there. Stay off that fucking game. Stay there. Stay, Rob.
Robert's looking for that takedown. And right now we've got Jackson looking for a standing guillotine.
Yes. I do think it will be very difficult for him to land that guillotine though, as Robert does not look like he has much of a neck. He is a big man, and it does not look like anything can strangle that neck of his. So I would like to see if Jackson there could start going through a different type of submission chain off his takedowns, or work on a reversal with those takedowns instead.
Yeah, sometimes a guillotine can be used to set up a transition to the ground though, but I think at the end there it was also taking away a bit of Robert's much needed breathing power. Also, while he's fighting a submission, he's not striking.
That's very true, very true.
So nice way to round out the end of the round to make sure that Jackson walks away and Robert's also there. So you got David Martinez in the corner there, giving Robert his final wording. Can't quite make out the other.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I saw a stand-up guillotine get pulled off in the old MMA ring, but it does happen.
How you want it? How bad you want it, Rob? How bad you want it, bro? How bad?
Keanu Morris versus Max Kelly, mate. The last one, last show, 2 shows ago.
Oh, wow.
They're trading now.
They are trading.
What's up, bro? Take your time. Get on, Rob.
I'm really liking how Jackson's putting together different strikes in different sequences. He's throwing jab cross, front kick, and Robert's just trying to take off his head.
Yes. Oh,
That
very
low kick
hard
is so
left
powerful.
there. Oh, he's coming forward very difficult and very hard right now.
I'm starting to worry about the integrity of the structure of this building with some of those kicks. Can feel it.
Robert's right eye is almost closing up. He's been peppered there by the jabs from Jackson all night.
1 minute down, Rob.
Yes, he's got these very nice strikes coming out here.
I like that little move by Jackson, just being light on that front foot,
Oh,
taking the
very
kick
good.
and
Huge
just
shots.
counter crossing. Slight little accidental poke in the eye.
Short little eye poke right there.
Minute 50, last round.
So Jackson didn't want Robert to have any of that break at all.
No, he can sense something that he does not have a gas tank much here at all.
Yeah.
Jackson has got a minute 30 here to really push on this pace, and he looks like he is. Robert here comes fighting back though, and pushes him against the cage to have that survivability.
See what What you'll notice here is Robert keeps going to the well on that front leg kick, and Jackson staying really light on it and then counter crossing.
Yeah, it's very good movement there from Jackson to get away from that leg kick.
Hold it there! Hold it there! Knee! Hold him up! 1 minute, bro! Hold it there! Knee roll! Knee roll!
Nice little dig for the underhook there. So he's got the double unders,
Hold it there!
and Robert's fighting for it. He's turning him, he's walking off.
Hold it there! Hold it there! Knee roll! Yes! Let's go! Heads up! Heads up!
All right, and they split and break now. We come into the money round. Last 45 seconds.
Big swing, nice miss.
Jackson is looking the fresher fighter, but he still has to be very wary of Robert's power. He's got good night power in those hands.
Oh, it looks like he's pushing forward here in the last 20 seconds.
Mouth guard went out a little bit there.
Here it is. Last 10.
10 seconds here.
Oh,
Comes forward hard.
big hook.
Here we go. The last final bit. See what the boys have got. Everything in that fight. They threw it all in.
We're getting a lot of full distance fight tonight, folks. 100% of your dollar bill coming back to you from these battles.
As we see here in the replay, what was very, very well done by Jackson was his ability to stay just out of range and pepper away at Robert here. Using his distance in which Jackson wanted to showcase in this fight, he used very, very well. And then when he was taken to the ground, he non-stop attacked and threatened submission attempts on Robert, which caused him to stand up. So that was very, very good work there on Jackson. What was very good there by Robert, though, as well, was his ability there to land those big haymakers in there and do a lot of powerful damage to Jackson.
Yeah, you're right. And you called out before around Jackson being very attacking on his back. So it goes to show even in a defensive position with your back up against the cage, you can still be very offensive and make your opponent change their approach. That was an absolute war, and both of the gentlemen, what a great fight. We'll let the judges make it official.
Thanks for your patience, folks. Should be noted before we get to the announcement there, both of these guys have been messed around. They've had opponent changes. They've had to come and get it done with only a few days' notice, so they really need to be respected and appreciated for that. Put on a beautiful display for us, so I won't keep you waiting anymore. It's gone to the judges' scorecard with our winner in the blue corner, fighting out a big night, Jackson Hayward with a split decision win. Thanks, brother. Beautiful. Well done, mate. Congratulations on the win. Talk us through the last week or so. Where'd you come from? You had a different opponent. There's been a classic mix-up. Talk us through that and how you got here, my friend.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to my Lord and Saviour, Jesus. Thank you to my coaches, my team, Ignite Martial Arts, and Grow Strong for this event. Look, I was cutting down to middleweight, 83.9. It's pretty light for me. But COVID pulled out at the last minute, and this was the fight going, so I jumped up 2 weight divisions and hopefully put on a good scrap.
Absolutely, mate. I just heard the dictionary.com updated their definition of fighter with a photo of you two guys. So that's some good news there. Talk us through the actual fight. It was a battle sitting right there on the side. I couldn't really stay in my seat. What did it feel like? The ups and the downs. Give us a insider view of that.
Look, I wasn't expecting him to go for the grappling, but probably a smart move. He's got 24 kilos on me, so yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So it was a good mix-up, but I feel like my jiu-jitsu is all right. So I was going for the triangle, and he stood up. So it's a good decision, I reckon.
Beautiful, mate. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you taking the fight. Is there anything you want to add before I let you enjoy the night?
I hope everyone has a good night, and thanks for everyone who supported me and came out. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Cheers, brother.